Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. The entire website is made uh, for professional use, for professional use only. You can use it for your resume. You can showcase your projects over there, and it will be a very good application for your recruiters for your first job that you're looking for. It is a very professional website, portfolio website, and you can make it. It's a very beginner friendly website. Right now we are in the home page. We can see home, skills, qualification, achievements, projects, and contact me. You can see the hover effect on the navbar elements. You can see the theme change button, that is to change from light mode to dark mode. When you click on it, you can change it from light mode to dark mode. It gives a very good functionality to this professional portfolio website. And you can see we have added our image exactly at the center, and we have the information, the biography. Then we added our icons like in LinkedIn, GitHub and Twitter. And we also have the skills section, and you can see whenever we hover on the skills section, the images will move. This is the hover effect that we have added. Then we have the education and experience section. You can see how neatly we have aligned them. Then we have the achievement section. You can see hover effect on them. The icons will rotate 360 degrees, as well as we'll get an border line. Then we have our projects, because we are using swiper.js JavaScript library. So we have this functionality that we have added. You can see, and you can see the demo button also. Whenever we hover onto it, the arrow will move forward. And you can see this is the contact me form. We have added the informations like our email, WhatsApp number, as well as Telegram. And you can see the border effect whenever we try to enter the data into the input elements. You can see border changes to darker color, that is focus element. Then we have the send button. You can see this is the footer. This is the arrow button to move back to the starting page. As I told you before, this website has light and dark mode. This is the dark mode of the website, and you can see how smooth transition is taking place. The animation is very smooth. How detailing I have done in this project. This is a very responsive portfolio website that you can use for your resume, for your first impression to your recruiters. It will give a very professional look to your resume also. The website is entirely responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab version. Let me show you the mobile version. You can see this is the mobile version of the website. You can see how perfectly they have all been aligned. And you can see that the menu bar I have added at the bottom. At the bottom, you can see I have added the menu bar here. You can see giving an app-like look to the menu bar elements. Just like we open in our mobile phone, right? It gives a very professional look to your website, and the recruiter will be very impressive how you have made it look like a very professional app. You can use your resume too, and you can change the theme here by changing the theme button, which is right beside it, beside the menu element. It gives a very professional look to your resume, and it will give you a very good impression. The entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. It is a very beginner friendly project. You can make this. The source code is available in the description, and the full tutorial is all. It will be also be available on the YouTube channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. There are a lot of websites that I've built, and each and every line of code is being explained. Full tutorials are all added into the YouTube channel every day. So definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing content. Thank you so much. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Now let's go through line by line code for this responsive portfolio website. Now let's go to the index.html file. You can see in the header tag, we have linked our fav icon using link tag, and we have linked links icons. Then we have linked the swiper.css file using link tag. Then we have linked our main CSS file, style.css file. Then we have added the title, that is the Viram Tej as the title of this website. Then we can go to the body section. In the body section, you can see right now we are in the header section. In the header section, we have the main nav bar. In that, we have the anchor tag for which we have added art as the name and hrefs is given as hash. And we have given a class name as nav logo. Then we have another div element, that is nav menu div element. Inside that, we have an unorder list and unorder list. Then we have a list item, and each list item considered has an anchor element, an anchor tag, and inside which we have an I tag for adding the remix icons. You can see RI home line. By adding this class name to this I tag, we can be able to integrate the icons into our website. Here I am using home line, which is a home icon for the home nav element. The same way we have done it for the skills, qualification, then achievements, projects, and contact me. Then we have a close button. This close button is for the mobile version, because in the mobile version we don't have a large amount of space like the desktop, right? We only have small amount of space. So what we do, we will hide the menu bar and we will have a menu icon. So whenever you click on that menu icon, you will get that menu item will be displayed. So that to remove that, we are adding a RA close button. It will be only be available in the mobile version, mobile screen size. Then we have theme change button. Theme change button, we have one. This is for changing from light mode to dark mode. This is one of the function that I have added in this website. Then we have a toggle button for the menu icon. So this menu icon will be visible only in the mobile view. Now let's go through the CSS, as well as I will show you the exact way, at what position, how they are aligned. Now let's go to the CSS also line by line, so that you can be able to understand section by section. So first we are importing the font family by using the edited import URL. Then we are using the variable CSS. This is nothing but the root element, right? So in the root element, what we are doing is that whatever the values that you are going to use in the entire website, those values can be given any name. You can see it like this. In such a format, you can give the name and you can give the values to it, and you can call these values into the into any section by using the var element. Let me show you. Here you can see for the body font family, we are using var body font. We are not mentioning what font it is. But if you go back, you can see the body font is already been written in the root element. You can see in the root element we have already written the body font. So we are just calling the value into our whatever section we want to use, so that you don't have to write this these robotos and sans serif for again and again. So it's one of the cleanest way to write the CSS file. Then we have the this is for the responsive typography, that is minimum width is 1024. So below 1024 values for above 1024 pixel size screen size values, devices or water devices, these values will be applied. Then we have the base values, that is the starting values that we give to any website. That is star indicates to overall to the website. That is box sizing is quarter box, padding is 0, margin is 0. HTML scroll behavior is smooth. So whenever you're scrolling, the scrolling effect should be very smooth. It shouldn't have any effects, right? So that is the reason we are giving scroll behavior equal to smooth. Then we have body. For the body element, we are giving font size, font family. Then we are adding the background color as well, transition. For dark mode, this is for the dark mode. The background will change and it will showcase the change in color whenever we click on from light mode to dark mode. And for heading tags, that is H1, H2, H3 heading tags, we are adding the color, font family, and font weight. For any UL element as well as for anchor element, the basic default styles will be applied, right? So to remove those default styles, we are using for the UL element, we are using this style equal to none. And to remove default styles for anchor tag, we are using text declaration equal to none. Then we have the image. For the image, we have the maximum width is 100% and height is auto. Then for the theme element, we are using these nav buttons. The display equal to flex, align items center, column gap is 1.5 m. This is for the mobile version. So what happens is the nav buttons elements will be aligned with the top menu. We can see that it will be aligned exactly the center beside. You can see beside the menu elements, the theme button is located beside only exactly at the center of the exact row. You can see that. Then for the change theme, this change theme is nothing but for the icon we are given the value as change theme. You can see here. You can see here change theme is the class given to this theme button that we have used in this website. You can see this button. For that, we are giving the font size, color, cursor pointer, as well as transition is given to it. Then for the dark mode, so this dark mode is nothing but whenever you click on this button, it will change into dark mode, right? So the dark mode should have some colors, different colors than the light mode colors. So the dark mode colors when it will be applied means that whenever you can let me tell you this. So whenever you click on this menu icon, you have this theme change moon icon, right? So whenever you click on this icon that is located at the top of the button, so what will happen is that if you go to the JS file, let me show you the JS JavaScript so that you understand it. Menu, this one, dark mode will be there, dark mode, light mode. You can see dark and light mode. So what will happen is that first we are taking an element. You can see element by ID theme button. You can see theme button is nothing but the ID given to the theme button that we used in the website. The theme button. So that is fetched here in the JavaScript when we are creating a constant that is theme button. We are creating two constants, one is dark theme and icon theme, that is a constant theme. Here we are adding the remix icon, RI sun line. This is sun icon that we have added. So first, this one is previously selected topic. If the user is already selected, we want to be stored in our local computer. It will be stored, right? So that thing will be first displayed whenever you refresh the page or when come back after shutting down and come back to the website again, right? So it will, if you still remember it, because we are using the local storage of your computer here. So for that, I'm creating two get element items and when inserting them in our local storage, and we can by getting the current theme, what we are doing is that we are adding the dark theme or light theme. So here what happens is that, so whenever you can see that whenever you it is in the dark mode, you will be having a moonlight, that means moon symbol will be displayed. In the light mode, we want it to be displayed like sun. So this is nothing but with the item, to make sure that we are changing the theme button at the same time, we are also changing the theme of the website. So what is the previously chosen? So that topic will be added first. Then we have is the whenever we click on that theme button. So what it will do is that it will toggle dark theme. Dark theme is nothing but we are added the dark theme here. You can see for the body element we are changing the title color, we are changing the text color, we are changing the body color, we are changing the container color and IC color. So what is this means is that, so first we will be having default color values to the light theme, right? So whenever you click on the button, it will activate the JavaScript file, and the JavaScript file what it will do is that it will add this class, that is dark theme class will be added to the body element, and body is the main section, right? So body is the main section means, so these values will change for the body element and will get a dark color theme. So whatever colors you have added, that colors will display in the website, that will change in the theme of the website. You can see here we are also storing those values using the local storage. So because whenever if the user is already changed to dark mode, if he kept the computer to sleep and came back and he opened the laptop again, so he can still have the same thing because we are using the local storage here, and we are making sure that we are saving it in our laptop, what theme that the user have already been chosen. Okay, next. This is nothing but when for any particular section that you want the color to be changed, we can mention those things. Like you can see nav bar, nav menu, scroll up. For that, we are changing background color and box shadow is changing for them. And we are also changing for section border, WebKit scroll bar. This is for the scroll bar that we are going to use in the website, because I have created one scroll bar using the WebKit. Then yeah, these are the reusable classes. You can say that this container is for each and every section. I have this container. Grid is for whenever I want to have grid elements, like I want to arrange the elements in the grid format. Then I will just simply add this class element that I have, right? So this dot grid is there, right? So I'll just add this class element to that particular section. So automatically these styles will be applied to it directly. That is display grid Javis 1.5 run. So section padding is given, section border, then we have section title and subtitle. Then section for the section title we are giving font size, font weight, and margin bottom. You can see the section title and subtitle will be aligned exactly at the center of the image. Let me show you that. You can see skills is the section title and underline below what is section under and subtitle. So they will be aligned exactly at the center because we are aligning using the text align, we are aligning it exactly at the center. And for both title and subtitle, we are adding the font size, font weight, margin, bottom values. You can see them. Then main for the overflow is hidden. Then we have the header element that we have discussed, the index.html. Here you can see that we have the navbar position is fixed, that is it is fixed at the top of it, and we have the bottom is student, left is 0, and g index is given. Here the index that we have built from the root element directly we are calling using the var. Directly we are calling using the var element, and then we have the navbar, and for the navbar we are adding the height, display flex, justify content space between items is center. You can see that here for the navbar we are adding the displays justify space between is there, right? So we are adding that logo and the space is added between them. Then we have the nav elements. Then we can go to the next one, that is nav logo toggle and flash. We are adding the color. A title color is added to them. For the nav logo, we are adding font family and font weight. Then for the nav toggle element, we are using displays flex. Font size is 1.25 and cursor font is even to. Then we have the media screen max width is 1023 pixels. So below the 1023 pixel value device screens whatever is available, for those only these values will apply. That is nothing but responsive web design. This is very important topic in the web development. So for the nav menu, we want the nav menu to be displayed in the mobile version, right? So in the mobile version you don't have a lot of space like in the desktop version. We only have small space. So what we are doing, we are gonna make the visibility of the navbar hidden, and will convert into a sidebar, and whenever you click on the menu icon the navbar should be visible, right? For that we are using this position is fixed, width is 88%, left and right is given, and bottom you can see it is minus 60%. So it will move outside of the mobile screen size because we are adding the minus 60% to it. So what will happen is that because we don't want the navbar to be visible to us in the mobile device before we click on the menu icon, right? So whenever we click on the menu icon, we only want the side item to be visible. So for that purpose only we are given bottom equal to minus 60%, and you can see nav link hover we are giving color, and for the nav link I tags we are giving the font size. So this nav link close is nothing but whenever you click on the cross icon will be visible to you. So whenever you click on it, it will automatically close the nav element for that. And show menu because we are adding the bottom student, and active link color is given to it. You can see that the show menu is nothing but one and only, then it will help us in making the uh, bottom value. You can see the bottom value is minus 60%, right? So here by giving the show menu as bottom area, we are going to make it visible. I'll tell you how. So what will happen is that we will have the menu icon, right? So we'll be having the menu icon. So what will happen is that whenever you click on the menu icon, you. First, here I am taking the nav menu, nav table, and nav close icons and referring them here and using their class names. Then what I am doing is that whenever you click on the nav toggle element, then it will add the show menu icon. So what is the show menu? Show menu class has the show menu class has bottom equal to rem. So what happens is that this 2rem bottom equal to 2rem will be rewrite this bottom equal to minus 60. It will remove this bottom equal to minus 60 and it will replace it with bottom equal to 2rem. So it will automatically move towards upside because we are added transition is bottom minus 3 seconds. So with 3 seconds delay will display upside, giving a very professional look to your website. That's how we can combine JavaScript with our CSS and index.html using the class names. So it is very important that you learn everything. You have to be very professional with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript if you want to make a very professional website. And whenever you want to remove it, so Whenever you click on the cross link, then automatically it will nav list will remove the show menu icon. So what will happen is that again it will the value will be changed. That bottom two run will be replaced with bottom equal to minus bottom equal to minus 60 pixel. It will replace again and it will disappear the it will make the disappearance of the menu icon menu items. Then we have the home section. You can go to the home section. This is the main. Then inside the main section we have the home section, and you can see we have a div as container. I've already told you container grid. These two values are the basic values that we have already written, and just by adding them to this class, we are using those tags directly to our section. Here I'm using h1 tag for adding some information. Then I have the br tag is nothing but break tag, which will break the line. You can see I am Abhiram. Then I have added the break tag. So it will go to next line. Next line is content developer. Then I have added break tag again. So it will go to based on raster. You can see they are added exactly in different lines. Then we have a div element. Inside that div we have portfolio image. Then we have added two images or SVG files, that is shape waves and circle. You can see here this one as well as this one. So these both are using the SVG file that we have integrated here. Then we have another div, another list unit. We have an anchor tag. Inside the anchor tag, we have an icon tag for adding the remix icons into our website. But as you can see, I have added LinkedIn, GitHub, as well as Twitter. Then you can go to the another div, what is home info div. Inside that div, we have another single div, inside which we have the h3 element for home info title. Then we have paragraph tag for home info description, and the same div is copied again for contact as well as for the achievements. Then we have another div, that is home info, same div with the above div. We have copied it again. Here we are using the h3 element as well as paragraph element, and we are adding the graduation year and date, and then we are adding the completed projects 15 plus companies work for 2 plus. This is the same code that has been repeated again. So not explaining, you can see that. Now let's go to the CSS file along with it. You can see how neatly they have aligned towards each sides, and the icons are aligned exactly below of it. You can go here, home container, where the row gap is given, pattern is given. But for the home data, row gap is 1.5 m. You can see the gap is for 1.5 m for each and every sector. For the home title, we are adding it as section. It's exactly at the center. It is spacing is 3 m, margin bottom is 5 m. For the home blob, we are giving this position is relative, width is 200 pixel, height is 200 pixel. This is nothing but the one, you can see the circular one. For that we are creating a values, that is 200 and 290 is the height. That is the reason you can see an oval shape in section has been created, background and border is getting to it, suitable content to paper. And border radius is given as 6.5 m. Then we have the price item, that is place item is center, exactly the center the image will be applied. Then we have the home prefill. Inside the prefill is nothing but the border. You can see that entire black color border is there, right? So that is nothing but the prefill. For that I'm giving the width, and I'm adding the height as well as and adding the background color, border radius, overflow, display flex, specify content center, flex direction. This direction is flex end. You can see you can also use it for adding the flex start also. You can see the image is moved towards upside. Then we have home prefill image. For that we are giving width equal to 150 pixel. For the home shape wheels and circle, we are giving the position absolute and opacity equal to dot 2. You can see them here, both of them aligned with the image. Then for the home shape circle, we are adding the width bottom. Then we are adding the height, transition is index. Then for the social elements, we are justifying them at the exact root center and displays given as flex. Column gap equal to 1.25. You can see column gap is 1 to 1. Then we have the home social link for each and every element. We are giving the font size, color, and transaction is given to them. And we want to change in color. So whenever you hold on to this one, whenever you hold on to this button, the buttons that we have, the social media buttons, it will change in color. Then we have the home info. For that, we are using displays globe for the student. For home info title, we are giving the font size and branding, font weight, and description info number. Then we will add the value student, the font size and font weight. Then we can go to the next section, that is the skill section. The skill section, we have the skills section title and section subtitle. We have already explained the code for. Then we have the default skills container. Inside we are using container and web. So these two values that I've already told you will apply directly to this particular section. That is, they will be aligned using the grid. Display will be aligned as grid. To these particular sections. Then we have a div. Main div, that is skills content div. Inside that we have a history element, that is a static element. Inside which we have an I tag for basis icon as well as the name that is given as software developer. Then we have the skills info. Inside skills info, we have div that is copied again. Here you can see inside one div we have the image, this image, and inside history element we have the skills name and span element for skills subtitle. The same thing is copied again for 3 more times. You can see, and we also added the image to it. Then the entire code, that is skills info code, is copied again. You can see skills content is copied again. It will paste it again for adding few more, that is computer fundamentals. In that we are using DSA, and we are using the same code that we are used for the skills content one. Go to the CSS. Let me show you the image. So this is the skills image. We have two sections. One is skill section 1, which is software developer. Skill section 2 is computer fundamentals. Two sections of data. Then we can go to the standard CSS file. Row gap is given as 3.5 m. You can see the gap is 3.5 m. Then we have skills title. For that we are giving display flex, specific component center, alignment center. You can see the titles are aligned exactly to center for each div. This is one div, and this is the second div that we have. So they are aligned exactly center based on their div. Then for the title element, right now we are adding the font size, font weight is added to them, and display data is added to the skills block, skills data, skills info. Then for each skills info, we are having grid template column VP3 one of R is nothing but that the grid will display 3 elements in each row. You can see 3 elements will be displayed in each row. This is one div. So in this one div we have only 3 elements, and this is the second div. Inside also we are having only 3 elements for one row, because we have mentioned grid template columns repeat 3 1 of n. And gap is mentioned here. Then we have the skills data. For that we are using display analysis center, text analysis center. You can see how they are aligned exactly to center. You can see based on the line. Then we have the skills blob. Skills blob is nothing but, you can see the circular background, white background color is red. What is the skills blob that was created? By that we gave it the width to have background color, color is given. These items is center, exactly at the center. The image will be exactly at the center. You can see that it's then we have the skills blob image. For that we are giving the width, the fields name we are giving the font size on the bottom. And for skills subtitle we are adding the font size. Then we have an animation for skills, that is whenever you hover onto it. So whenever you hover onto this animation, it bounce to a subside up and down. That is, it will move from up and down with a small gesture will be done. That is when we are using these keyframes. You can see bounce skills. So at 0% it will transfer will be 0. At 20%, it will translate 5 towards minus 6 pixels. That is, if we go downside, then it will at 40%, it will go, if we compare to 0%, then it will go to minus 3 pixel in in the 60%, and it will come back to normal, and at 80%, with 80%. You can see this is how you add an animation by using the keyframes and giving that name. This is the name of that particular function, and we are adding that animation using the animation type, and we are adding that name here. And you can mention the time delay that you want to give, that is 0.6 seconds. Then we have the qualification, the qualification section. The qualification section, we have the same one, that is the element from section title and span element from section title. Then we have the main container, which is the qualification container. Then we have the main qualification content div, inside which we have next element. Inside that we have an array, that is the text icon that we have indicated using by tag, and we have given the name to it. And then we have another div element, that is qualification info. Inside that we have a div with H3 element for having the dashboard technology BTech. It is the qualification name. Then we have the span elements. One is by the qualification country, and one is by the qualification year. Then the same div element is copied again. You can see this div. This div is copied again for 2 more times, and this entire qualification, this entire qualification is copied again for qualification 2. Here above I have added the qualification for my education. Then on now below I am adding the qualification for my experience. So what experience that I've got is same code is here. I'm just giving the information. And then we have an image, that is qualification image that we have added. You can see that image here. Dark mode is not visible. You can see that next we can go to the style of CSS file. Here I am giving version is related for the container. I am giving row gap is 3.5m. You can see 3.5m is row gap. Then for the qualification title, I have given to display straight, justify content center, align items center. You can see education as well as experience, for they have two different blocks, and for each block they are aligned exactly at the center. Then we have qualification title info. For that we are giving displays grid, and the row gap is student. You can see displays as grid, so they are aligned exactly one by one. And the row gap, the gap between each and every section that we have right here, right? After the years we have gap, then we have the next one, then we have gap, then we have the next one. So that is given here. Displays grid, row gap is 12. Then we have the qualification name. Inside that qualification name, for the qualification name we are giving the font size and margin bottom. And for the qualification control here, we are giving the displays block font size and colors added to it. Consider. Then for the qualification here, we are adding the weight equal to 150 pixels. That position is absolute. You can see the image that I have in place. Then bottom is children. We have transform equal to rotate to reduce. Then we have the opacity equal to 0.1. Then we can go to the achievement section. Then we can go to the achievement section. This is the achievement section. Let's go to the third. You can see in the achievement section, we have the same one, that is history of the section title and span for the section subtitle. Then we have the main div. Inside that div, we have the container and grid. So grid CSS and container based value CSS value should be added directly. Then we have the main div, that is the achievements card. In that achievements card, we have an I type for RA trophy element, that is for the icon. Then we have history element for achievement title, and we have the paragraph element for achievement description. And then we have achievement border. For to add the border, we are using a div element. And the same div element is copied again. You can see this. You can see this entire div is copied again. This entire div is copied again. For adding 2 more achievements, you can add as many as you want. Let's put the CSS. So for that achievement container, we are justifying content is center. You can see every 3 divs, we are using 3 divs, right? The 3 divs are aligned exactly the center of the web page. And you can see that you have achievement card, the visual is related. For each card, we are adding the width is given, height is fixed, and background color is given as container color. Then text line is center. You can see every data is aligned exactly the center. We can see data is not moving towards right side or towards left side. They're adding exactly at the center. Then we have for I tag, we are giving the display is a block. Then we're giving font size, color, and margin bottom is given to it. Then we have the achievement title, so that we're giving the values. And we have achievement border, width, and height is given. You can see achievement border. Uh, then we have is that hover effect. Whenever we hover onto the achievement card, it will rotate 360 degrees. The icon will rotate 360 degrees. You can see that when you hover onto this icon, the cup icon will rotate 360 degrees because we are adding the hover effect. And whenever you hover the hover effect on the card, at the same time we will also show the border value will become 1, because you can see here we are creating an achievement border, but we are keeping opacity 0. So opacity 0 means it will not be visible to our human eye. So what we are doing is that whenever you hover onto the card element, we are making that opacity equal to 1 for the achievement border. Then you can see that you can get a border line. You can see this border line is not there for the remaining two. So whenever you hover onto the card element, the trophy will rotate 360 degrees as well as the border will display. That functionality is added here. Then we can go to the project section. This is the project section we have. Then go to project section, then we have HTML element for section title, then we have the span element for the section group subtitle, then we have the main container div, then we have another div for the project container. Inside that we have each and every div. We are using the swiper wrapper JavaScript library here for this smooth uh, transition, that the animation that we can use for displaying our projects. That is the reason we are using this swiper wrapper. And we are giving the project one. You can see for the project one div, we are creating the first div. Inside that we have the image, project image, then we have a div inside which we have the span element for adding the subtitle of the project, and we have the title of the project. Then we have an anchor tag to add the I tag inside it, that is the arrow right icon, as well as demo link. You can also add any reference to that particular project by adding them in the H reference. So the same project one is copied again for 2 more times. Then we have added a div element for the side for arrows. You can see these arrows here. One is for the right side, one is for the left side. So that is the reason we are added arrow right side and arrow left. So these two divs act as arrow elements. As swiper pagination is the div that is created for adding these 3 dots. You can see at the bottom, that is nothing but the swiper pagination div that we have created here. Then we have contact section. So first let's go to this uh, project, right? So let's go to the stylus CSS for the project element. The project container overflows initial display is equal to grid for the grid, and justify content is center. You can see the project aligned exactly at the center, and we have the project image. For that we are giving the width, border radius is given, and margin bottom is given to them. You can see the border radius, by applying border radius we are getting curved, slightly curved edges to the image. Then for the project image, for the project subtitle we are adding the font size and color, and for the project title also we are adding font size, margin bottom, and margin is added to them. Then for the project button, we are using align flex. We are aligning them exactly at the center. Then you can see for the project button I tag, you can see this icon that we have, right? So these icons we are adding we are applying the font size and transition is applied to them. And whenever we hover onto these buttons, you can see the transfer text will move. That is, whenever you hover onto this demo button, you can see this demo button here. It is very close. The arrow is very close to the button. But when for the second one, it is far because I hovered onto this button and it will move towards forward. Then I click the photo of it so that you will be able to understand what will happen when you hover onto the demo button. So when you hover onto the demo button, the arrow will move forward, creating a transition effect. Then for the project container, we are adding the swiper button next, and preview buttons we are adding. You can see both buttons. The preview button, this is for the next button, this is for the previous button. And further, we are adding the width, the height is given to them. Margin font size is also given to them. Then we are placing them using right and top values. You can see by mentioning those values, we are placing them exactly beside uh, both divs. Then we have the slide button, and then we have the slide page initial bullets. You can see bottom for 0 because they're aligned exactly the 0 section of the project section. And for them, we are giving the background color is given opposite is initial for them. Then we have the contact section. Where we are in the problem, now we are in the contact section. You can see in the contact section we have the SO tag, there is heading tag for section title, and we have the span element for section subtitle. Then we have the main container div. Inside that div we have the contact content div. Then we have H3 element for adding the contact title, that is the text me, and also adding the I tag, that is remix icon, that I have added chart icon. Then I have used another div for contact info. Inside that div we have a smaller div, that is contact data div. Inside that we have span element for adding the contact data title, that is email, and contact data info, that is email, is provided here. The same div is copied again. The same div is copied again for WhatsApp and for adding the Telegram data also. And then we have another div, that is contact div. Inside this we have added copied exactly. Then we have another div, that is the contact content. Then we have an H3 element, that is have unique ID, that I used for the heading tag, and we've also added send to plane icon to it by using the I tag. Then the form is used here. For the form, I'm using a div element contact form div. Inside that, I'm using a label, that is the name. Then I'm using an input tag for adding the input element, that I'm using the type is text. And for in the same way, the same div is copied again for email, and I'm also mentioning type is called to email. Then I have the label for message. Then for the message one, I'm using the text area, not using input, because I can add text area will give more amount of information that your user can provide. Then a small information you can see here in the contact image. You can see the text area is larger than the input areas. For name and email, it is small because we are using input. And for the message, text area is large because we wanted the user to specify more information. When we have the send button, we have for send button we have. Then let's see that we go to the footer element. The footer, we have the footer main date, that is with the footer title using HTML element. Then we have the paragraph tag. Then we have another list for the links that we have added using the links list title and anchor tag, and we have referred using them as a reference so that we can be able to go to that particular section. Today I'm only adding home, skills, and project section in the footer element. Then I have the another list, that is the footer social elements, which I'm using an anchor tag, and inside that anchor tag I'm using an I tag, that is icons, that I'm adding Linux icons, LinkedIn, GitHub, as well as Twitter. Then I have a span element to add the copyright alert user button for the footer element. Then I have the scroll up anchor tag, that is will be available in the website, that whenever you click on this button, it will move back to the starting slide. Then I have linked the scroll reveal JavaScript library using the script tag. I've also added the swiper bundle JavaScript library. Then I've also added the uh, email one is for adding the email. Then one is for then the main JavaScript file, that is main JS. This is JavaScript file. Now let's go to the contact. In the contact, you can see that we added the container, and then we have the contact title, that is display flex. So you can see that's the contact image. I show the image. The contact name and is added exactly with the center. You can see along like item justify the center. Column gap is given to it. Font size font weight will apply to it. And for the tag, we are adding the font size and font weight add-on to them. And the info, data, and form, we are adding display split. So they are aligned exactly in the quick format. You can see. Then we have given for the contact data. Then we have contact data title and info product. We are adding the font size, font family, color. And for the contact button, we are adding the maximum width, and we are adding the display align items center, color, and font size is given to them. Then we have the contact button, and then we have the contact button is over. So whenever you go onto it, the eye will move forward. You can see this arrow icon will move forward. because we are giving transform translatic x is equal to 0.25 m. Then we have the contact form, the distribution is relative. We have added them. Then we can go to the contact form input. So the input is nothing but, so whenever we click on this button, whenever we want to enter any data into it, so it will the border will change. The border will change. Then we have the color effect. Then we have the contact button. You can see font size, font weight, cursor, outline values are only given to it. Then we have the status color. Color red, color blue is given for the status. That whether the information is given is the correct one. Then we have the footer. For the footer, we will add a text in the center. You can see the footer, they align exactly the center, all items, links and everything. Or then font size, font weight is given. Footer social and footer link, we are adding display scope, justify contact is center. You can see the links that I have added, that is home, skills and projects, as well as the social icons. They are aligned exactly the center of the web page. Then we have for links, social link item, and whenever we hold on to the link, we are going to translate why that is to the website. Then we have the footer copy element. Then we have the social scroll bar. To create our own scroll bar, we are going to use the webkit scroll bar here, and we are mentioning the width of the scroll bar. You can see this is the width of the scroll bar. Then we have the border radius, and we have the background color is given to it. And the hover effect, you can change the background color is changed. You can see here also in VS also, when I hover onto it, the color will change into light by little more light. You can see this is a scroll up button that we have added at the bottom of the page. In the bottom of the page, we are added this scroll up button, right? So that button, what the button is nothing but whenever you click on that button, it will move you back to the starting page. For that, we are adding the font size values, and then we have the breakpoint that is for the responsive web design. Responsive web design is nothing but first you create the website in mobile version or in desktop version, then you will change those values. Small changes will be there, not padding values, the display values that will change, because in the you can see, because we are, this is the desktop version, right? So a lot of space you are giving display grid and you are aligning them one beside another, but in the mobile version you don't have that much space, right? So in that, what will happen is that we have to change the value, that is display grid. We will align with template column will be given as 1, repeat 1 after another. That means this will come first, then below it will end, the form will come. So we have changed that values will be changed in the responsive web design by mentioning the width of that particular device. You can see max width responsive at 240 pixel and below values only it will apply. Zero screen size values it will apply. You can see create template column will be equal to 2. You can see we have maximum changes will be that margin border change would be there. No new values are added here, only for them only we are changing. You can see grid template column is 1FR, 2FR and 1FR. It will based on the size of the script, it will change, the column values will be changing. The display values, most of the time the display values will change. For large device, this is for the large device. For that, the menu bar will be added. You can see background color, box shadow. Max of the time you will not be adding any new code here, only you will change the display values will be changing. So you don't have to be like very much worried about. First, try to complete the website in mobile version or in desktop version, then change those values accordingly. You can also use the Chrome feature that we have, the inspect feature we have in the Chrome, right? So you can be able to know what size we should give, what either we should give a written the column is 1FR or 2FR, because we want, if you think that we can have more space or not. So those values will be there. So you don't have to be worry about it lot much. You just have to change those values. Small values will be there. You are not waiting anymore. You're just changing those values that are already written. That's all. Right? Okay. So that's it. This is the home page. This is the home page of the portfolio. Then we have the skills, then qualification, projects, achievements, contact. Can see front page 1, 2, and 3. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And please let me know in the comment section. And the source code is already in the description. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks a lot. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. The entire website is made uh, for professional use, for professional use only. You can use it for your resume. You can showcase your projects over there, and it will be a very good application for your recruiters for your first job that you are looking for. It is a very professional website, portfolio website, and you can make it. It's a very beginner friendly website. Right now we are in the home page. We can see home, skills, qualification, achievements, projects, and contact me. You can see the hover effect on the navbar elements. You can see the theme change button, that is to change from light mode to dark mode. When you click on it, you can change it from light mode to dark mode. Gives a very good functionality to this professional portfolio website. And you can see we have added our image exactly at the center, and we have the information, the biography. Then we added our icons like in LinkedIn, GitHub, and Twitter. And we also have the skills section, and you can see whenever we hover on the skills section, the images will move. This is the hover effect that we have added. Then we have the education and experience section. You can see how neatly we have aligned them. Then we have the achievement section. You can see hover effect on them. The icons will rotate 360 degrees, as well as we'll get an borderline. Then we have our projects, because we are using swiper.js JavaScript library. So we have this functionality that we have added. You can see, and you can see the demo button also. Whenever we hover onto it, the arrow will move forward, and you can see this is the contact me form. We have added the informations like our email, WhatsApp number, as well as Telegram. And you can see the border effect whenever we try to enter the data into the input elements. You can see border changes to darker color, that is focus element. Then we have the send button. You can see this is the footer. This is the arrow button to move back to the starting page. As I told you before, this website has light and dark mode. This is the dark mode of the website, and you can see how smooth transition is taking place. The animation is very smooth. How detailing I have done in this project. Is a very responsive portfolio website that you can use for your resume, for your first impression to your recruiters. It will give a very professional look to your resume also. The website is entirely responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab version. Let me show you the mobile version. You can see this is the mobile version of the website. You can see how perfectly they have all been aligned. And you can see that the menu bar I have added at the bottom. At the bottom, you can see I have added the menu bar here. You can see giving an app-like look to the menu bar elements. Just like we open in our mobile phone, right? It gives a very professional look to your website, and the recruiter will be very impressive how you have made it look like a very professional app. You can use your resume too, and you can change the theme here by changing the theme button, which is right beside it, beside the menu element. It gives a very professional look to your resume, and it will give you a very good impression. The entire website is made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It is a very beginner friendly project. You can make this. The source code is available in the description, and the full tutorial is all. It will be also be available on the YouTube channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. There are a lot of websites that I've built, and each and every line of code is been explained. Full tutorials are all added into the YouTube channel every day. So definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing content. Thank you so much. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description, and the website is also available in mobile tab versions, and the website is also added with a function that is light and dark mode. And now let's try to go through the website. You can see this is the home page. the hover effect on the image, and you can see the hover effect on the download CV button, how smooth transition is taking place. And you can see the change in theme button. This is the change in theme button that we have added, and you can see right now we are in the light mode, and we can go to the dark mode again by clicking on it. Let's go to the next section, that is about me section. You can see the download CV button, hover effect on the projects, years of experience, happy clients, and customer review. You can see how neatly they have all been aligned. And then skills, my skills section, and we have used the bar effect to display the percentage of proficiency in those developments. And you can see the timeline, that is my education and experience. You can see the icons, how neatly we have aligned the icons and how neatly they are aligned in the web page. Then we can go to the portfolio section. This is the portfolio section, and you can see the hover effect on the portfolio with icons, that is GitHub, Facebook, and YouTube. You can see the smooth transition effect, the hover effect. Then we can go to the block section. You can see the hover effect on the image. You can see the hover effect on the text. Smooth transition, and you can see how neatly they have all been aligned with equal spaces by using the grid template. You can see the box shadow effect also around it. And then we can go to the contact me section. This is the contact me section. We have integrated the icons. You can see the icons and social media icons. You can see the hover effect on them. Then the form, the contact me form. Then we have the submit button. You can see this website is entirely responsive with light and dark mode integrated in it. Now this is the light mode. You can see the smooth transitions. You can see the box shadow effect for this customer review project work, how they like a 3D icon. You can see the skill section and timeline. Then the portfolio section, you can see the hover effect on the portfolios. Then blog, you can see the 3D card effect. You can see when you hover onto it, the box shadow is taking place and it gives a very 3D look to your block section. You can see the box effect, shadow box effect. Then we can go to the contact me section. You can see the smooth transitions. This website is entirely responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile as well as in desktop tab versions. Let me show you. This is the desktop version as we are seeing now. Now let's go to the mobile version. You can see this is the mobile version, and you can see the theme change button is above here on the top, and the menu bar is below. You can go to the next section. This is the about me section, skills, my timeline. Then we can go to the next portfolio section. You can see how neatly they have aligned based on the size of the device. Everything is aligned perfectly. You can see the smooth transition also. We have used JavaScript library for that. This light and dark mode gives a very professional look to your website, and it will be very comfortable for the recruiters when they see very much functionalities that have been added to your professional portfolio website. So it gives a very good opinion for the recruiters. Definitely try to build this project. The source code is available in the description, and you don't have to worry about anything. Just it's very beginner friendly. The full tutorial will be available on the YouTube channel. Please do visit the channel for more amazing content, and if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. There are a lot of tutorials available on the YouTube channel. If you like the content, please do visit and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So now we will go through line by line code for this responsive portfolio website. As you can see here, now let's go to index.html file. So this is the index.html file. We have the meta tags. Then we have the title tag for adding the title of the website, that is responsive portfolio. Then we have linked our style.css file using link tag. You can see here, this is our style.css file. Then we can go back, and here we have integrated our fonts, that is Google Fonts. Then we have added JavaScript library JS CDN JS Cloudflare font awesome external link to our website for adding the icons to our website. Then we have added the font family, that is Poppins Google font family. Then by using the link tag, then we can go to the body section. The body section, right now we are in the header section. In the header section, we have the main div, that is header content, and then we have the div of header left, inside which we have the main image using the image tag, that is home image. Then we have another div for right header. In that we have the h1 element, that is the heading element, that which has I am span element to enlarge the data or to make some bold changes. We use span element. You can see here in the image that Abhiram is colored differently uh, to the other content, like I am a web developer. So for that we use span element to separate those elements so that we can apply changes to them that we don't want to apply to others. Then we have paragraph tag. Then we have our div element for buttons, inside which we have an anchor tag and inside which we have span elements. One is download CV button and another one is FA download, which is an icon font awesome icon that we have integrated. You can see here in the image this download icon beside download CV, this icon. Then the header section ends here. We can go through the CSS likewise section by section. So right now we are adding the default values, that is margin is 0, padding is 0, box sizing is border box, is to style equal to none. The root is nothing but whatever the values that you are going to use in this website, those values that you can add in the root element, and you can call these values by using var element. Like you can see here, for the body element we are adding the background color by using var, and you can mention the color name that you have given. That is, here I am given color primary, right? So if you go back, you can see for the color primary we have given the back color. So this color will be applied in the body element. So this is how you can write as well as access those values from the root element into your any section or any section code that you want. Then we have light mode. For the light mode, this website has light and dark mode, right? So these root element values are for the dark mode, and this light mode are the light mode colors that we want to change, and these colors will apply to it. Then we have the body element. For the body tag, we are adding the background color, font family, and font size, color, and transition. Then we have anchor tag. For the anchor tag, we are using texture declaration is none, which is nothing but default. There are some attributes that are added to the anchor tags, like underline or color. These values, declaration values, will be removed by adding texture declaration none, and we are giving a color to it, and font family is also given to it. Then we can go to the header section. For the header section, we have given the minimum height, overflow is hidden, padding is 0. Then for each and every section that we have in this entire portfolio website, we are giving minimum width to it, and minimum height, minimum width, position is absolute, left is 0, right is 0, padding is given to them. Then we have the container, because everything starts from the container, right? So for the container, we are using displace 1, transform is translate y, minus 100% scale, transition is given to it, background color is changed. Active is for the so this is active, display block, animation is appear, is ease in out, transition translate by x translate x y equal to 1. So this active is nothing but whenever you click on the buttons, right? You can see here, you can see if you click on these buttons towards the right side, you will get, and each and every section will be visible to you. Right now we are in the home section. You can see home section is colored. Then we have the about section, right? In the about section button, the second button, if you click on it, the about section will be visible to you. So how that possible means that you can go to the JavaScript code. You can see here what I'm doing. I'm creating a function. For that, what I'm doing is that I'm adding control service button to each and for each button. I'm adding an event listener. You can see here add event listener click. And what happens whenever you click on that event listener, the query selector dot active button classes dot remove active button. So what happens is that whenever you click on the buttons that we have in the main home section, it will add the active list. It will for whatever the active button list are there, right? For them, it will remove the active button, and it will add and it will also change the active to remove the active list also. You can see here we are removing two things and from each and every section. So whenever you click on the button, then we are doing is a query selector dot active button. So whatever the queries in the entire index.html file has active button added to it as a class will be removed at the same time. And whatever next what we are doing then, if for all the active classes that are added to any element in the function, there also we are removing the active link. So what we are doing is active button and active link both are removed. And then dataset ID classes that add active. So what we are doing is that whenever let me show you the image. So whenever you click on the button, next button, what happens is that first we are having an active button to this button, right? For this button and for this page, we are adding the active because of which what is happening display equal to block. So it will be visible. So what happens is that whenever we click on the second button, that is about the button as click, then what happens is that it will remove the active button and active list for this home section. So these both sections will be it will be disappeared, and then the about me section will come into active space because we are adding the active act, active button to the about me section. You can see document.getElement by id button.dataset.id classes that are active. So it will add the active list to it. And next we have the theme chain button. We are adding an event listener to the theme button that we have here on the on the top. You can see that in bigger button. Whenever you click on that button, we're gonna toggle light mode. So what happens is that you can see here, I've already shown you the light mode colors, right? So this is the light mode colors. So what happens is that whenever you click on this theme change button, right now it is the light mode. In the dark mode, uh, you can see it will be in this color format. It will be there in the dark mode. So whenever you click on this button, the theme will change. How that theme will change is that whenever you click on it, then we are toggling with the light mode. Light mode is actually a class that we have written. In that class, we have all these values, right? Color values are there. So whenever you click on the theme change button, what happens is that it will add that particular color. It will add these colors to the entire index.html file. Then by whenever you click on again, whenever you click on it again, then it will change back to the next position. That means light mode will disappear and we get the default values that we have in the root element. So this is the active section and how we are adding the sections visibility to us. Then we have the controls. Controls are nothing but you can see these are the controls that we have, the light and dark mode, the sections, these all are controls. For them, we have position flex, index, top is 50%, right? Display flex. You can see flex direction is column. So that is the reason they are aligned one after the another. Then we have justify connected center. That control. Then we have icons for that icons for theme functions, color for pointer zones. An active button, background color is color secondary, transition is given to it. For the I element in the anchor button, active button, we are changing its color to color white. You can see here in the image black, right? So as you can see, the white color is there for the icon. Next, we can go to this theme button active transfer minus 3 pixel. Theme button I icon, further we are giving font size and color and pointer events. Then the header content we are adding displays grid with template column is repeat to 1fr. So we are adding two here, that is two details are displayed here. Then we have university 100 VH. Then left header we are using flex, center and position is relative. You can see this is the left header, this is the image. Then we have header, left header, which H store, H shape. For this also we are adding the transitions. You can see the shape behind the image. This image also has a transition effect uh, for the website. For that we are adding the clip path and all of that. Then we have image. For the image we are adding height, width, margin, background color and transition. Then we have image tag. Whenever you hover onto the image, the color will change. You can see right now it is in white color, but whenever you hover from it, we will change back into gray color. Then we have right header, display flex, projections column, center, and 18 pixel padding guide. You can see this is for the right data. That is, I am Abhiran, I am the web developer. This data and download CV button. For the name span element, we are adding the color. You can see we are adding this color for the span element, and because of this, Abhiran will get a pink color. The paragraph element, margin and line height is given. Line height is nothing but so the gap between each and every line is there, right? That is the line height. Then we have the about section. Then we can go to the about section. In the about section, we have the main title about me, and by using the span elements, where we give me button, so special grade. Then we have my skills, which is also in span. Then we have the main div, that is about container div, and that we have left about, that is h1, that is that. And then we have paragraph element, in that we have added some data. Then we have the another div for adding the button, that is download CV button, that we have already seen in the heroes in the intersection in the home section. Then we have write about, that is our another div. In each div we have another div. Inside we have two paragraph elements. One is for the text and one is for 500 plus in projects. Then we have br tag, which is nothing but the break tag that we have. If we break the content into two parts, projects, then below it we will get the computer. The same div is copied for again for 4 times. Then we have our skill section. You can see when we have a skill section, in the skill section we have the heading, h4 tag for heading, that is my skills. Then we have the main div, that is progress bar div, inside which we have the div as progress bar. Then we have paragraph div for having the head name. Then we have another div for the progress con, and then we have paragraph tag for progress text. Then we have another div with span element. This span element will be used for representing the uh, width of the progress, that is, if we mention here 80%, right? So it will showcase 80% scale in the bar. The same code is copied again for 6 more times for all the required skills. Then we have the timeline. Next we have the timeline, h4 tag for timeline. In that we have the main div as timeline. Then we have another div. Inside the div we have an icon, that is briefcase icon. Then we have paragraph element for mentioning the timeline duration. Then we have h5 element, that is heading file element for adding the position and company name. And by using the span element we are adding the company name. Then we have another paragraph element to add a small description about about it. Then the same div element is copied again for six more times. Then here the section ends. Let's go to the about image. This is the about section. Then go to the upper container displays blade. Column repeat is 2 1 FR. You can see here we have two. That is, one is the left end and one is the right end. In the left end we have the data, and the right end we have the details by using each and every div. We are having all different types of divs, right? So we are getting 4 different boxes. For the right about, we are adding displays grid, view template columns 2 and gap is 2 run. So for these we are adding 4 divs, right? 4 divs means we don't have lot space. So we are using the grid template column to have only 2 beside each other, and we are having a 2 m of gap between them. Then we have uh, about item. For that border is given one pixel solid border is given to it. You can see the gray border, and then whenever you hover onto that item, we get the uh, box shadow effect will be adding to it, and we are changing the border color to secondary color. You can see the border color is changed to green, and you can see a box shadow effect around it. Gives a 3D box look. Then for the text, we have given the font size, font weight, color values, and then we have small text before. This small text before is nothing but we can see we have an underline before each and every detail that is project completed before years of experience before. So this text line is done by using before, which is nothing but position is absolute, left is 0, top is 15 pixel, width is equal to 2 rem, and height is equal to 2 pixel. Background color is gray color. By adding the before effect that in the CSS, we are able to make this underline, which is small line that is before the names, that is project completed, years of experience, happy clients, customer review, all of it. Then we can go to the next one that is left about. Padding is added to it. Then we have paragraph elements. For that we are adding line height, padding, color. Then H4 font size and text transform is added to it. Then we have both stats. Then we can go to the skills section. Now we are in the about skills section. Let's go with the image. Here is the skills section. We have the progress bars here. You can see. Next, we can see here that for the progress bar, we are using display grade, written by column, repeat is 2, 1 FR. So we are having, in each row, we are only having 2 details, like HTML5 and CSS3. Then we can go to the progress bar, display flex, flex direction is column. Then we have for the progress bar, progress title, we are adding text function is uppercase, font weight is 500. You can see for this HTML5, for this HTML5, we have added the text transform is uppercase, right? So all the letters will be in uppercase, and we have added the font weight to it. Then we have the progress font for the display flex, and then you can see center. You can see here, all the data is aligned exactly at the center. Then we can go to the next one, that is progress, which is 100%, and we have background color is gray color. You can see this is nothing but the first box that we have, that gray color line bar, that is the one where we have created by using the progress. Then what we are doing for the span element, we have span element inside the progress bar, right? So what we are doing position is absolute, means that it will hover onto it. So the green color bar is hovering, span element is hovering onto the gray color div element, so giving a look that it is creating a bar like structure. For that only we are mentioning the values here, and by mentioning the width value here we can specify how much width we have. Then for each and every section like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Code, Python, we are mentioning the width to it, and based on that width the bar span bar will be appear, that is green color bar will appear. Then we have title and before. For that title we have added it, and then absolute. Then we can go to the timeline section. The timeline, I think it's education. Yes, this is the timeline section. You can see how neatly they are aligned. Now let's go to the CSS. We are using grade and template repeat column is 2, so we are adding 2 elements. We need only 2 div elements are all added, and this is another. Then we have the timeline item is position is relative. Padding is given to it. Border left is even. That is 1 pixel solid. You can see here. You can see here this line. It is nothing but the line that we have created here by using the gray color. That is the timeline item. Then we have timeline icon. For that icon, we have given color. You can see here. This is the one. The icon that we have, the briefcase icons. For that, we are giving position is absolute and left. We are using left and right values. We can position the icons. in our website, we can position the icons using the left hand icon, left top and bottom values. Then we have the icon. We have inside the font size. Then we have the duration, and for the duration, uh, inline duration is nothing but you can see the present data. For that we are giving padding. Then we have given background color is gray color, border width is 15 pixel, display is inline block, font size is corresponding, text transform is uppercase, font weight is equal to 500. You can see here that return 16% is 2009 to 2018. These all are values are nothing but the duration value, that is the time that we have returned. Now next we have H511 for where we are adding the details. Then span, we have added the color, font weight and font size. In paragraph element we have added the color. Then we have code text. For that we have added the padding on text color. Then for the portfolio we have added the display square. Then good template column is repeat 3. This is for the portfolio, right? So we can go to the next section, that is portfolio section. You can see here we are right now in the portfolio section. We have the main div as main title, which we have already gone through. That is my portfolio and my work. Now you can see the image here. So you can see my portfolio, and behind it you can see the my work effect that we have done, given very professional with code. Here we are adding the main paragraph. Here is some my professional work paragraph tag. Then we have the main div, that is the portfolios div, inside which we have a div that is portfolio item. For every single project that we have written inside it portfolio item, and we have the main div inside which we have the image view. Then we have image icon for adding the image. Then we have the div for hover items, in which we have H3 heading element for the project source. Then we have the div for icons, that is GitHub icon. By using the I tag, we have added the Facebook icon as well as YouTube icon. The same code is copied again for different projects that we have used here. I have repeated it for like 6 times for 6 projects that I have added. And you can see here, this is the one. You can see when we go onto the project image, you can see the progress project source, and we are able to see the icons that we have integrated, that is GitHub, Facebook, as well as YouTube. You can go to the styles now. You can see the sports now, portfolio, and in the portfolio you can see the display grid, and we have the template column repeating for the 3, right? So 3 elements will be repeated. You can see 3 projects are repeated in a single row. Then you can go to the portfolio item, the business width, border radius is given. For the image we are adding the width, height, object width, and border radius. Border radius is nothing but 15 pixel, right? So get a curved, semi-curved edges, you can see here for the portfolio image. Then we have the hover items. Hover items is nothing but you can see here whenever you hover onto this image, you can see a blue color blurrish background is created, and will showcase the project source and the icons will be displayed, right? So for that we will give CSS here, width is given, height is given, which is equivalent to 100%. So it can take the entire one, and we are creating the linear gradient, blue color linear gradient. You can see by using the background, and because we are adding position is absolute, it will hover onto the parent element. You can see here. And for that we are using display flex, like justify content to center, alignment to center, flex directions column, that is one below another. You can see project type password is 1 name, social is 1. So the align exactly towards the column. It's the element, and icons we are adding the display flex, justify content to center, alignment to center. And for each and every icon, we are adding the border radius with 50%. You can see, look at an exact circle icon. Then fix the center, justify content to center, cursor pointer. Then we have portfolio icon. For the icon, we are adding the font size, color, margin. Then we have whenever we hold onto the icon, the background color will change. For these icons, the background color will change into white color. Then we have whenever we hover onto the portfolio item, that is the portfolio image. This will be visible to us. Okay? For the first, the icon will be visible to us. Thus opacity will be 1 and transform for the scale 1%. So we scale into the website. Then we have block. We can go to the block section. Inside the block section, we have the main div, that is the main title div, that is my blog and my blog. And then we have the main div, which is blog, inside which we have the div with class name as blog, and then we have an image tag for adding the image, and we have the div that is blog text, h4 heading element, and p is for paragraph element, and the same blog div is repeated again for 6 more times, where we can add 6 blog elements. Let me show you the blog image. So this is the blog image that we have, and you can see whenever you hold on to it, we can get a box effect around the section which will be that we have, and the image will scale. So let's now go to the CSS. So here we are also adding the grid, displays grid and grid template column is repeat 3 1FR. So we are adding 3 divs in one row. And you can see that for each and every block we are adding the background color is added, border row this is 5 pixel, box shadow is given to it. You can see the box shadow around the each and every box that we have. Then whenever you hold on to the block element, then the box shadow will change at the same time. Transition also will take place for the image, that is you can see here the image will be moving out of it whenever you hold on to it. You can see here image, then we have the block text for the margin padding and border the top is given. Then we have h4 element, and whenever you hover onto the h4 element, you can see the heading element, you can see it will change into from white color to it will change to green color. You can see here because we are added h4 element, however color equal to secondary color will be added to it. For the paragraph element, we are adding the color of gray, line height is given, padding bottom is 120. Then we have the contact form. Can you go to the contact? This is the contact me. Where it's go to the contact me section. We have the div that is contact container. Then we have the div for main title with the h2 element, that is heading element, and span element for writing the name and text that we are going to have. You can see here contact me, and we have it also. We have contact, which is light green color, which gives a 3D look to the website. And we have the main div that is contact content, inside which we have the div left content, and inside which we have a div again div contact info, contact item, and inside each contact item we have a div for adding the icon, that is map icon, and we have span for location. Then we have paragraph element and mention the location, that is Russia, and the same div is copied again. And the next page we are adding the email, then it is copied again, we added the education, then we copied again, and when we added mobile number, then we have languages. Then we have another div that is contact icons div, inside which we have the main contact icon with using the answer tags, as well as I tag here integrated the Facebook, Twitter, GitHub, and YouTube icons into the contact me form. Then we have the write content. Inside the write content div, we add the form element, and by using the form, we are adding the input elements for text and email. You can see name and email. Then we have another div for input text, that is subject. Then we have another div for text area. So whenever you want to add more data, you can use text area, and here I'm having columns is 15 and rows are 8. And then we have another div for submit button. Inside an anchor element, we have 2 span elements. One span element is for the submit button, and another span element is for the submit icon, that is FA envelope icon. The section ends here, the contact me section ends here. You can go to the styles. Here you can see for the left content flex equal to 2, and for the left content we are giving h4. For the h4 element, you can see this is the h4 elements, which are the names that we have. For that we are adding margin top, font size, and text transform is uppercase. Text transform is uppercase. Then we have the paragraph element, for that margin is given. Then we have the paragraph element, for that margin is given. And then we have the flex direction for the contact item. You can see contact, flex direction, flex justify content is space between. You can see the space is added between the names, that is location, email, education, and the details that we have given. And then we have the paragraph element, then we have the icon, and then we have I tag. For the I tag is added for each and every I tag that we have, that is icons. We have added the text, that is border radius is 50%, and displays flex, and align items is center, font size is given to them. Then we have the anchor element, that is flex, center. You can see this is the second one. You can see the input form elements, and you can see whenever you hover onto the submit button, it will the color will spread across the entire submit button. That is also given here. So whenever you hover onto it, the background color will change into secondary color, and the I color will change into color primary. You can see here it will change into white color, and the background color will change into green color whenever you hover onto that button. And then we have the right content. For the right content, flex is 3, margin left is 3 rem. Then input controls are given to it. Text area. Then we have the IC2 and last child. This is nothing but margin left. And submit button, we are using display flex. Justify content is flex start. You can see this button will start from the form starting position, because we are added flex start as a justify content is flex start. Then we have a component that we have main button, and this button we have already gone through it. Then this main button title, these are for the main section. Let me show you. You can see these buttons, we have the control buttons. You can see here control active button. Then we have the buttons, that is home, user, briefcase, newsletter, envelope, open. Then we have the team button, that is FA adjust button. Here we have them, and for them only we have added the values to it. Then this is for whenever you hover onto the button, it will check as changes. Then main title, you can see these are values we have already seen through. Then we are going to add the media screen values, which is nothing but the to add the responsiveness to this website. That is, it can be able to accessed in mobile tab as well as in the desktop version. We have added the media screen values to here, and what max width means that 600 below values will 600 below screen size only these values will be affected. And for that we are these values will be very small changes will be there. The width and height values will change. With template values repeat one, right? Because we are going with below 600 pixel means that we are coming to the mobile device. In the mobile device we don't have large space like in the desktop version, right? So we can, by using the grid template column equal to one repeat one, that means only single element will be repeated in this section, because the size of the screen will be less. So only display values will change, grid values are changing. No new code is added here. You can see most of the time grid template values are only changing, adding. You can see no new code is added here. Just we are changing the size of the value, or we are aligning the items in the mobile screen size based on the mobile screen size only. We are not adding any new code here. And max width is 1432. For that is below 1432 screen devices, these values will be applied. And 1232 also. You can see grid template padding values are only changing. You can see the font size is changing, because we don't want large font size in the small mobile device, right? So we are not adding any new values here. We are just changing the values, reducing those values based on the screen size that we have. And that's it. Then we can go. That's it. We have already went to this code also. So that's it for this portfolio website. You can see this is the home section, about section, skills, education, portfolio, blog, contact, contact to, and home. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Please let me know in the comment section if you like any suggestions that you have for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description, and the website is also available in mobile tab versions, and the website is also added with a function that is light and dark mode. And now let's try to go through the website. You can see this is the home page, the hover effect on the image, and you can see the hover effect on the download CV button, how smooth transition is taking place. And you can see the change in theme button. This is the change in theme button that we have added, and you can see right now we are in the light mode, and we can go to the dark mode again by clicking on it. Let's go to the next section, that is about me section. You can see the download CV button, hover effect on the projects, years of experience, happy clients and customer review. You can see how neatly they have all been aligned. And then skills, my skills section, and we have used the bar effect to display the percentage of proficiency in those developments. And you can see the timeline, that is my education and experience. You can see the icons, how neatly we have aligned the icons and how neatly they are aligned in the web page. Then we can go to the portfolio section. This is the portfolio section, and you can see the hover effect on the portfolio with icons, that is GitHub, Facebook and YouTube. You can see the smooth transition effect, the hover effect. Then we can go to the block section. You can see the hover effect on the image. You can see the hover effect on the text, smooth transition, and you can see how neatly they have all been aligned with equal spaces by using the gray template. You can see the box shadow effect also around it. And then we can go to the contact me section. This is the contact me section. We have integrated the icons. You can see the icons and social media icons. You can see the hover effect on them. Then the form, the contact me form. Then we have the submit button. You can see this website is entirely responsive with light and dark mode integrated in it. Now this is the light mode. You can see the smooth transitions. You can see the box shadow effect for this customer review project work, how they like a 3D icon. You can see the skill section and timeline. Then the portfolio section, you can see the hover effect on the portfolios. Then blog, you can see the 3D card effect. You can see when you hover onto it, the box shadow is taking place and it gives a very 3D look to your block section. You can see the box effect, shadow box effect. Then we can go to the contact me section. You can see the smooth transitions. This website is entirely responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile as well as in desktop tab versions. Let me show you. This is the desktop version as we are seeing now. Now let's go to the mobile version. You can see this is the mobile version, and you can see the theme change button is above here on the top, and the menu bar is below. You can go to the next section. This is the about me section, skills, my timeline. Then we can go to the next portfolio section. You can see how neatly they have aligned based on the size of the device. Everything is aligned perfectly. You can see the smooth transition also. We have used JavaScript library for that. This light and dark mode gives a very professional look to your website, and it will be very comfortable for the recruiters when they see very much functionalities that have been added to your professional portfolio website. So it gives a very good opinion for the recruiters. Definitely try to build this project. The source code is available in the description, and you don't have to worry about anything. Just it's very beginner friendly. The full tutorial will be available on the YouTube channel. Please do visit the channel for more amazing content. And if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. There are a lot of tutorials available on the YouTube channel. If you like the content, please do visit and subscribe. Thank you.